Yeah. Yeah.
They check it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Go. Hey. High 7. Hey.
On first down, Glenn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Go. X3, 218, chop. Small. Ready?
To throw again. Glenn. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Running game working. He'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Now. Hey, echo. Pilot, 64, win.
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. You ain't going nowhere.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And an alley to run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But it brings up third down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long.
Go! 54,
right there, 54 months.
Back to throw. Glenn. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
You better bring. I'm letting
Get it.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Five.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Come off the ball.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, let's get them home.
Ready.
From the gun, Hoover. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. 10 logo.
Like 5-4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go. Defense.
Throwing on first down. Glenn. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. Go. Go.
Check 9, check 9.
Rush in.
Second and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Jacksonville.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
I know he ain't got it.
6-6.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a give right side. It's Horton. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check right.
Go.
Get ready.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Haywood. Hurry, get it.
On first and 10. Glenn. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Rip left, rip left. Switch, switch, switch.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Hoover. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check right 39. Check right.
From the gun, Hoover. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Whip, whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Zoo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Glenn able to haul it in as Kittle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, I 7. Yeah.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun. Glenn flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On first down, Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, pick your game up.
Back to throw. Hoover. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Hoover. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Greystone travel.
Looking to throw. Hoover. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On third and 2, Hoover. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Hoover. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch this recon, 132 fighter.
No. Shit.
Go.
Throwing again. Glenn. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Ricky. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
I'm here all day.
Now.
On me.
Go.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoover. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey.
Check pass. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Now.
Back to throw. Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Hoover. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Hey, you.
Check 99. Check 99. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
On 1st and 10, Glenn. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hatchet.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Hoover. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We want it. Come to my
Off play action. Hoover. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. 30 base.
6-man. Check.
5.
On 1st down, it's Horton, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on 2nd down. Glenn. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets them up now 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Horton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game. And
that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head scheme going.
2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Hey, exit.
Check 31. Check 31.
On first down, Glenn.
That's all right.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Glenn. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Glenn. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the the 5. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing on first down. Hoover. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Bring it!
Hey, Foxtrot. X3, 218, chop it. Hit it.
Back to throw. Hoover. Now he's forced out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
I'm coming.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Yep.
Check Mike 39.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. First and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Glenn. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Throwing again on second and 10. Glenn. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Glenn. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey! Bravo! Hey, 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 hey!
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the gun, Glenn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight. Double tight.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Hoover under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Alpha. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Second and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Let's go. Pick it up, P. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoover. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That's 6, baby. You got it all day.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, check Mike.
Hey, try 7.
No chance. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, check.
Go.
Throwing after the interception. Hoover.
You got me. You got me.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Strip that ball.
Off the play fake. Hoover. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Leo.
Kill.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoover. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Now.
On 4th down, Hoover. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? 60 or.
Tackle.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Horton, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Horton. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers,